Once you've given the quote to the customer, it's also important that we follow the quotes up. We know that centres that follow up their quotes win more quotes. So this is an important success factor for you when it comes to growing business in your centre. When you're following up a quote, it's a good idea to do it as soon as possible, because that way you can find out and make sure that the customer has actually received the quote that you've sent as well. Let's have a look at an example here of a customer service person handling a quote follow-up.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Michelle. This is Sue Simmons from Worldwide Online Printing. I'm just calling to check that you received the quotation I sent you earlier today.
Yeah, I did, thanks, Sue.
Did you have any questions?
Not really. It's pretty straightforward.
Well, what did you think of the suggestion to handle the mailing for you?
Yeah, I appreciate the suggestion. We'll certainly consider it, as it would make life easier for us, as well as saving quite a bit of time.
Oh, that's great. So tell me, how are we looking at the moment?
Well, I've received one other quote, which is a little bit less expensive, and I'm waiting for another quote to arrive.
Oh, well, that's fine, Michelle. It's your decision to be made purely on price, or are there other factors you're going to take into consideration?
Well, price is always an important factor, but it's also important that the job is good quality and that it's in the mail by Thursday.
Okay, well, probably the best thing for me to do is go ahead with the plan to schedule in production time so that we're able to meet your deadline. How about I provisionally book production time to run the job on Tuesday? That way we can make sure your job will be produced on time. I can give you a call around Monday lunchtime to check up how things are going.
All right, I'll let you know in the morning.
Great. Thanks, Michelle. I'll give you a call around 10 o'clock.
Okay, thanks, that's fine. Bye.
Bye.
So that was great. The customer service person created an opportunity to engage with the customer again, and by calling back at the time that they said they were going to call, they'll also have created an opportunity to build some trust and show that they're reliable. Let's have a look what happens the next day.
Hi Michelle, this is Sue from Worldwide Printing again. When we spoke yesterday, you thought you might know which way you're heading with about the printing of your promotional flyers by now.
Yes, that's right, thanks, Sue. We've decided to give the job to you.
Fantastic. Well, we'll get things underway. What I'll need from you is the file as soon as possible so that we can organise to have it flight checked. Also, will you be paying cash, cheque or credit card?
I'll use the company credit card.
Oh, well, that's great. We'll get it all sorted now.
Okay, so that was great. We won the quote. But unfortunately, sometimes things don't always go quite so well. Let's have a look at an example of a customer service person handling a situation where they didn't win the quote.
You might know which way you're heading regarding the printing of your promotional flyers by now.
Oh, hi, Sue. Yes, unfortunately we decided to use a different supplier on this occasion.
Oh, that's a shame. We really would have loved the opportunity to do business with you. Never mind, perhaps next time. Just so you can help me in the future, would you mind giving me some feedback as to why we missed out on this occasion?
Yes, Sue. Unfortunately your price is a bit on the high side.
So when we're overcoming the price objection, sometimes it can be an idea to try and win an opportunity to get face-to-face with the customer so that we can go into the situation in a little bit more detail.
I can understand that. Price is always a concern, but it really does surprise me that we were more expensive. Our method of printing, our resources and buying power usually makes us very competitive. Something must be wrong. Maybe I've made a mistake or misunderstood your requirements, or even maybe the other printer might have. How far apart are we?
I can't really tell you that. It wouldn't be fair on the other printer.
Fair enough. I'm sorry to have put you on the spot. When there's a price difference, I usually find there's a difference in the way the job's being quoted. Would it be possible for me to pop in and see you this afternoon, just to make sure we're comparing apples with apples, and to double check the price I've given you is accurate?
Okay, you can call in around 2 o'clock if you like, and we can have a look at it together then.
So rather than just dropping our price, sometimes it's an opportunity for us to engage with the customer and offer them maybe a little bit extra quantity for only so much more, or maybe another product. So let's not think about dropping price straight away, but let's look for other opportunities to add some value.
Requirements. Or maybe the other printer has. How far apart are we?
You're around $150 dearer.
Oh, let me see. I wouldn't be able to match that price, but what I could do instead is give you an extra 1,000 flyers for only an additional $50. Would that help?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Fantastic. So what we need you to do is to email the artwork to me as soon as possible so we can organise to have the file flight checked.
And of course, sometimes we might want to talk to the franchise owner about matching the price. Here's an example of how that was handled.
Or maybe the other printer has. How far apart are we?
You're around $150 dearer.
Oh, that's unfortunate because we really are keen to do your printing work. Can you just give me 10 minutes or so to look into the price and I can get back to you and might be able to match it?
So if all else fails, bow out gracefully and set yourself up for the next opportunity. A great little tool to help with that process is to use these lost quote cards. They'll make your customers smile.
Okay, Michelle, well, thank you so much for the opportunity. Please keep us in mind for all your future work. Would it be okay if I rang you back in a couple of weeks to find out how the rest of the job went?